Hi students, this is Dr. R. Dinesh Babu. I am very happy to share one information. Many people watched the previous video and asked me to post a new video about random variables. So that I have chosen today's presentation is what is meant by random variables. Students, those who are not subscribed my channel, you can subscribe my channel 60 Thoughts and click the bell icon to get the new updates. I hope you are understanding the concept random variables after watching this video. So before that, I request you students don't skip the video. You can watch entirely, then only you will understand the concept random variables very clearly. So what is mean by random variables? In general, a random variables is nothing but it likes some numerical values. We may express the possible outcomes of an experiment. Okay, so random variable means what? It likes some numerical values. Okay, so coming to mathematical definition, what is mean by random variable? A random variable x is a function that associates each element in the sample space S along with a real number R, which means we consider one sample space along with a random variable capital X, we will get some numerical values. That means we will get some real numbers. So that is called random variables. Okay. So here you see usually we denote random variable is capital letters, capital X, Y, Z. Here I denote capital X means random variables. Small x is nothing but we consider some possible outcomes of random variable capital X. Okay. So now we see some real life applications. The first application is we consider testing two components, which means let us consider our components are tube lights, whether the tube light is working or not. Okay, so what is our experiment? We are going to test our tube lights are whether our tube lights are working or not. If it is working, we consider that is defective. If it is not working, we consider non-defective. Okay, so now we write sample space. What is mean by sample space? Sample space is nothing but the domain of a random variable is a sample space which is represented as the collection of possible outcomes of and random event. Okay, samples means we collect some possible outcomes of random event. Okay, for example, so what is our components? We consider two tube lights, right? So both what are the possible outcomes of our experiment? Okay, first possible outcome is let us consider both tube lights are working. So we consider D. What is second possible outcomes? So we consider first tube light is working, second tube light is not working. So we get our possible sample space is both the lights are working. First light is working, second one is not working. Third possible outcome is first light is not working, second one is working. Fourth possible outcome is both lights are not working. Okay, so now we define random variable x. What is the role of random variable x? So here we are going to collecting only the number of lights are working. Okay, so now we define the random variable capital X. Capital X is nothing but we are going to collect the only the number of defective components, which means the number of light is working when two components are tested. Why sir we are collecting only working lights? Otherwise you can collect a non-working light also. Okay, that is our wish. So here what is our random variable? Random variable is number of defective components. So here we have sample space also, right? So now we assigned some numerical values for this sample space. Why? Because why we are assigning some numerical values, which means we know random variable means it likes some numerical values. Okay, so now I am going to assign some numerical values. If light is working, you consider 1, which means you give 1 marks. If light is not working, we consider 0 marks. Okay, what is our first assigned value of first sample space, both lights are working, defective, defective. So if we get our random variable is 2 marks. So first one is working, second one is working. So we consider random variable is 2 marks. Okay. So now you see assigned numerical values of our sample space are both are DD. So you get 2 marks. Assigned numerical value is 2. Next one is you see second sample space. First one is working, second one is not working. So you give 1 mark. Similarly, you give 1 mark. Last one is you see both lights are not working. So we consider 0 marks. So now we are going to give some graphical representation for these two values, outcomes to numerical assigned values. So this is nothing but what? This is sample space. We are going to give numerical values. That means real numbers. Okay, you get output values. Here you see DD is relation to 2. So you draw the line from DD to real numbers 2. Next you see DN is relation to 1. So you can draw the line from DN to 1. Similarly, you can draw third one and fourth one. Okay. So here what is this? This is nothing but sample space. Sample space means the collection of possible outcomes of random event. Only how many possible collections are there? Only 4 possible collections are there. So these are nothing but random variables. Okay. So therefore, random variable is nothing but set of all possible values of random variable capital X is 0, 1, 2. Okay, very simple. What is meant by random variable? Random variable means it should be some numerical values. So finally you get numerical values. Okay, you see our definition. So we consider one sample space, a sample along with random variable, we get some numerical values. That numbers are called real numbers. Okay, that numerical values are called real numbers. Okay, so finally we get how many numerical values? Only 3 possible numerical values, 0, 1, 2. Let us consider another example, coin toss example. Okay, we consider only one coin. When a coin is tossed, okay, when a coin is tossed, how many possibilities are there? We have only 2 possibilities. One is what? Head, another one is tail. Okay, so our sample space is what? Only 2 possibility. One is head, another one is tail. So now we are going to introduce what is meant by capital X. Here I am going to consider capital X is nothing but we are collecting number of heads only. Okay, otherwise you collect number of tails only. Okay, so here I am going to define random variable, that is R. So you collect now we assign one numerical values. If head is there, you consider 1. If tail means you consider 0. So you get 1, 0. Okay, so what is this? This is called real numbers. Okay, so you consider this is R set, which means final output set. Okay, so here the set of all possible random variable X is 1, 1 comma 0. So now I am going to give, this is probability. Probability means probability of head plus probability of tail. Here you see probability of head is 1, probability of tail value is 0. So therefore we get 1 plus 0 by 2. Okay, so you get 1 by 2. Listen very carefully. Here our probability should not be more than 1. Okay, which means you should not get more than 1. You should get less than 1 only. Okay, why? Because P plus Q equal to 1. P means number of possible head, Q means number of possible tail equal to 1. So you get 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. You should get probability value P plus Q equal to 1. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in next video. And also those who are not subscribed my channel, you can subscribe my channel and click the bell icon. Thank you.